Today we're going to be seeing which is quicker, an F1 car or an Indy car. Now in this video, when we try out to see which one is the best, we're going to be doing at least 3 laps around Kyalami, which is actually a home race for me, so it's going to be kind of fun. But without further ado, let's go and see which one is the best when it comes to speed, cornering, and so much more. Now first we got the Indy car, which by the way is like the closest you can get to an F1 car style with the halo effect. But this car is pretty decent. Now this is still newer to Forza, but I've had tons of time to actually try out this car. In fact, this is already on level 50 of the car level, which is just insane. It just tells you how much online racing I've been doing with this. But I do like the style. And I mean, going around with this, you know, a bit of an early hot lap or just warm-up lap, it is decent with the control. It does have some spin, which does suck. But I mean, it's a beautiful car. Can't deny it is a beautiful car. But how will it do around Kyalami? Because yes, Kyalami is a beautiful track. I've actually been to it like 2 times, and I love it. It's a good track. It's fun. I've witnessed a car crash on this track actually the one year. But we'll see if this Indy car can prove to have a decent lap around Kyalami. Now I'm probably going to do this in first person just so it's more interactive in a way, but do let me in the comments below if you want me to do more of these tests of which cars could be better on certain tracks. And I mean, if you want me to do it in more first person like this or third person, just let me know. But we are about to start off our lap to see what this car actually has, and we just went off track. But let's see how this car will go. And 3, 2, 1, go. And through the finish line, and let's start our lap. Now we are on softs. We didn't do the fuel, so the cars will actually have some similar fuel, but cornering isn't the best with these cars, especially with some high speeds. This car does love to slide more there, and we're losing some control around these corners. We still kept it on somehow. I don't know how we did that. Here we can normally let go of throttle, but this car does want to slide a lot. Okay, decent sector. Heavy brake into a nice lift. Got a little straight going up, and then we have a part that can throw off a lot of drivers. This is actually not bad. The acceleration of this car is pretty good, but it does lose a lot with the rear, which is one of the things that I don't like about the Indy cars. They are good, they are quick, but yet again, you do lose a lot of control. But we're getting a decent lap so far, decent segments. I'm definitely going to say that's a decent improvement. At least we can just almost go full throttle around there. We did lose some time. This car is not doing well with the grip at all. Even though if you try to push sometimes, it's just not going to stick to the track. And then final corner to the straight. Let's see what our time is going to be. And that is going to give us a 1:37.2. That is a decent time, but what can the F1 car do against the Indy car? Okay, and now we are in the F1 car, which is the McLaren. It's a beautiful car. Now, I have a lot of time with this car as well. And currently with the McLaren G Challenge, I've done quite a few laps with this car as well. Now, going off, we are actually currently on the mediums. I actually did not change that. We might actually change it to the softs, so it is actually kind of fair with the Indy car. Because the Indy car was also on the softs, so we have to make sure this is fair. There we go, we got the softs. Now, what I do like about the F1 cars in Forza Motorsport is the grip around corners is pretty good. It doesn't slide as much as the Indy car, but I'll definitely say the braking can be tedious with some corners with the F1 car compared to the Indy car, which is weird that the cars have a mix between the grip and the braking. Now, what I like, especially with the F1 cars, it carries so much speed around corners, which I think is a big advantage for F1 cars. But yet again, these are the older F1 cars, these aren't the newer ones as we crash into the wall. A little bit going off track, that's fine. But I do have some high hopes for this car. And I mean, it's a beautiful car as well. You gotta admire these older F1 cars. They have so much heritage with these cars, and I mean, let's be fair. How many of you also miss these type of cars from F1? Especially since we're going into the 2026 season. It's going to be new cars. I mean, hopefully the cars are good for next year. But anyways, we are getting closer to the start for our lap with the F1 car. Maybe it can be good. Maybe it can set a bit of a better time against the Indy car. We'll have to find out right now as we're about to enter the final corner. Okay, and we are starting our official lap with the F1 car. I didn't say the speed is decent around this first corner. Decent braking, pretty good. It's a good start. A little bit too much curve, but that's fine. As long as we can get a good sector around here, we should be good with this lap. Okay, decent speed around this corner. Good catch. Definitely will say the handling with these tires for this car is pretty impressive. This is one of the corners I'm more worried about with some of most cars. And it's handling it pretty well. Now this corner can throw some drivers off, and that's pretty good. Good handling. And let's see. Can maintain a decent amount of speed. We just improved a little bit with that segment. This corner can be a big catch there. And we actually did it pretty good. That is a big improvement compared to the Indy car. And this car still has so much performance around these corners. Okay. Not bad. We are trying to make sure to keep it on the track. We did go off a little bit. I mean, we did the same thing with the Indy car, so it is kind of fair. Around the final corner. We are so far improving compared to our previous lap. And our time is at 1:33.7. If I remember correctly, the IndyCar did it in 1:35. I'm not too sure. I'm going to put the times on the screen right now. I'll also have to probably try to check how this actually went. Okay, after checking the recording, it is true. The F1 car is a lot quicker by about 5 seconds. Which, yes, the Indy car is obviously a little bit slower. And also the main reason is the main handling and grip. But, I mean, overall, to a close fight, definitely the F1 car does make sense because it does have more grip around corners and can carry more speed. But I think it was a good test. But let me know in the comments below, did you expect this? Did you expect the F1 car to defeat the likes of the Indy car? Or were you expecting the F1 car to be defeated by the Indy car? I just hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Be safe as always. And if you do have any cars you want me to test against each other on any track, let me know. But I'll catch you guys next one. Be safe as always, and have a great day. Bye.